Hey, 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 good day, good day, good day. I want to welcome you back to another Ask Lady Jules, and we have another stimulating and engaging question that we are going to be answering for today. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I want to talk about godly ambition being called versus driven. Godly ambition builds for the kingdom, but when we talk about worldly hustle, this builds for the ego. But I'm here to tell you that there is a simpler way to see it. The world keeps telling you to be driven, to grind harder, and to force outcomes. But God, He simply wants you to be called. And so today, I want to help you to spot the difference so you can stop being pushed by pressure and start being led by his peace. Let's go ahead and get into it. Our Ask Lady Jules. We have to answer this question. What is the difference between godly ambition or being called and worldly hustle or being driven? Because on the surface, they look the same: hard work, late nights, big goals, but the engine driving them is completely different. So let's first start off by defining the terms. When we talk about godly ambition asks, how do I steward what God gave me? You see, it's rooted in calling. It's saying, Lord, I want to be excellent because you are excellent. When we talk about worldly hustle asks, well, how do I prove I'm enough? You see that? It's rooted in lack. It says, well, if I don't make this happen right now, then I'm a failure. One is partnership, the other is panic. And we often wear exhaustion like this badge of honor, but looking at, you know, this understanding of what this is. It's not a sign of success. It's literally a symptom of drift. And this is exactly what it looks like to be driven by fear instead of being led by Holy Spirit. You're working hard, yes, but you are gripping the wheel so tight that your knuckles are white. So let's get into a couple of signs on today. Sign number one is relationship with rest. So here's the biggest litmus test. Godly ambition, it includes rest as obedience, but worldly hustle sees rest as a weakness. When you're in a hustle mode, stopping feels dangerous. You think the world will fall apart if you pause. But in kingdom business, Sabbath is a strategy. It is an act of trust that says, God, I can do more in my 6 days than I can do in my seven. So that's sign number one. Sign number two is metrics versus impact. I want to give you this contrast because godly ambition measures impact by transformed lives, whereas worldly hustle measures success by metrics and money. Godly ambition is what a called life looks like in motion. That means you still work, you still build, and you still sweat, but you aren't driven by the need to prove your worth. You are anchored in the one who already gave it to you. You see, money isn't evil, but it's a terrible master. And if you hit your revenue goal, but you lost your peace, or you built a massive platform but have no integrity, that's worldly hustle. Kingdom impact is often quiet, it's deep, and it's relational before it is wide and profitable. Let's look at sign number three: control versus surrender. Giving you this contrast again. Godly ambition surrenders its outcomes to God, whereas worldly hustle, it controls everything out of fear. You see, hustle grips that steering wheel, again. But godly ambition is what is doing the work. It plants the seed and then it sleeps. You sleep knowing that God brings the increase. The difference is whose glory you're building for. All right. So I always will share with you all my D.D.B framework. And how do I apply this? This is what I teach with my coaching clients. D.D.B, discern, dismantle, and build. I want you to discern the source of your drive today. Is it fear or is it faith? And then dismantle the lie that you have to burn out to break through. And then build a schedule that honors God. So, in my conclusion, I help entrepreneurs, ministry leaders, organizations align their ambition with kingdom purpose. So, if you're ready to stop grinding and start stewarding, make sure you subscribe for more faith based business insights. And let me know in the comments which area is hardest for you to surrender. Is it hardest for you to surrender rest or your results? All right. That's our Ask Lady Jules question for today. I pray that it was a blessing to you. Go ahead and meet me back here on tomorrow. We're going to have a brand new question that we'll be answering. Blessings.